This is a quick demo of Just Friend's first run mode called Shift. We're in shape and in transient mode. I'm sending a square wave, but it doesn't really matter what, a trigger signal at audio rates into the rightmost trigger input, which is basically firing all of these at audio rates, and I've got frequency turned all the way up. We could be doing this with these guys set in whatever wave shaping mode we want. At the moment I'm just using a sine wave because it makes for a pretty good illustration. And what I'm going to show has something to do with in tone, of course, for everything but identity, because just about everything that the run jack has to do with timing. But right now we're just monitoring the first and third, and I've kind of got this guy set in the harmonic series, just again because I think it makes a good illustration. So here we have our two sine waves. Now when we just put a dummy cable in to run, what it does is it immediately restarts the waveform halfway through its period at its midpoint. So this has a fairly radical effect. Again, any of these wave shapes will work, but you can see we're just getting half of a sine wave in this particular setup. And if I start adjusting ramp, that re-triggering has a pretty significant effect on the output. So if I pull this back out, here we go, this is what the ramp control does normally. When we start re-triggering, that's what we get. Now, this ramp takes bipolar CV. So, for example, if I plug this into a sine wave from an LFO, we're now using CV to shift the re-trigger point. So with a dummy cable, it's going to re-trigger at halfway through its period. With CV, you can actually set that re-trigger point to whatever you like. Now this is an audio demo. Of course, you can use the same technique at LFO rates for modulation purposes, but hopefully this clarifies what the first run mode actually does.